Apple is the first firm to reach $3 trillion in value. You can't go wrong with a Walmart, Disney, Netflix, Coca-Cola, Comcast, Morgan Stanley, AT&T, Goldman Sachs, Boeing, IBM, Ford, Walmart, Disney, Netflix. Apple is still more valuable than the competition. To put it another way, the 1976 startup computer business Apple is now worth $3 trillion. When its shares temporarily crossed $182.86 a share before ending at $182.01, it became the first publicly listed business to achieve the milestone. Apple's recent rise in worth makes its current price even more astounding. After 42 years, Apple became the first U.S. firm to reach $1 trillion in market value in August 2018. 2 years later, it had surpassed the $2 trillion mark. It only took 16 months and 15 days to reach its next trillion. A few years ago, such a value would have been unimaginable. There aren't many big obstacles in its way anymore, so it's just another milestone for a rising corporation. Microsoft is expected to join Apple in the $3 trillion club by the end of the year. A $3 trillion market cap is impressive by any standard. More valuable than any other cryptocurrency in existence. It's around the size of Britain or India's economy. And it's the size of 6 JP Morgan Chases or 30 General Electrics, the largest American bank. Apple's share of the S&P 500 has surpassed IBM's record of 6.4% set in 1984, according to Howard Silverblatt, an analyst at S&P Dow Jones Indices who studies values. Approximately 3.3% of the world's stock market's value comes from Apple alone, he noted. An environment favorable to Apple's business and stock, a large cash pile, and a strong grasp on customers are all factors that have contributed to the company's rapid rise. In January 2007, Apple had a market capitalization of $73.4 billion. More than a decade after its debut, the iPhone is still one of the most popular electronic devices of all time. A total of $192 billion was sold on iPhones in the year ending in September, an increase of over 40% over 2013. Sales of other Apple products surged as people began using them more for work, education, and socializing as a result of the epidemic, while investors began running to the safety of Apple's stock amid a more uncertain global economic environment. As a result of its massive sales and healthy profit margins, Apple now has enough cash on hand to acquire outright UPS, Starbucks, or Morgan Stanley. A total of $190 billion in cash and investments was disclosed by Apple as of the end of September. But Apple has chosen to purchase its own shares rather than make a significant acquisition or even do something ambitious and costly like creating several plants in the United States. As a result of a research by Silverblatt, Apple has spent $488 billion on stock purchases over the last decade. As part of that expenditure, Apple exploited a tax legislation passed in 2017 to bring back most of the $252 billion it had kept overseas. Now, 14 of the 15 greatest stock buybacks in a single financial quarter have been made by Apple alone.